the fire. Story だかだか生きてく通り外でレコーテンストーミーなるかねディンディンドン Like King Kong タスクのタップ10上げてく自信がキャプテン Can't stop real monster ゼロから転生ビッグゲームかけてバックシ派手に飛ぶだけどI don't get wicked the door Hey can't see me お楽しみ街じゃ深くカップルビに消えてじゃなバトル生まれながらギャルならダボこのクズ分のグローリー血肉になること通り意味なんてない
Ding ding dong. Who's that? It's us at your door. And we're like, hey, I'm here to talk to you about anime again.
Hop in.
And you're like, no, please stop. I'm going to have to call the police again. And we're like, ding ding dong. Hello. Ding ding dong.
Yeah, you're going to want to get in the car. You're going to want to get in the car right now. We got something we need to talk to you about. There's something we need to have a little conversations about. It's anime.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know. Okay. Well, so ding ding dong. If you have any desire in your life to see a movie where, there's two of them out right now, and these will be the last two ever.
Mm-hmm.
Two movies out right now where the indigenous population are played by anything other than white people with dreadlocks. We have the Dune movie, which is it's all like brown people are playing the indigenous population in Dune.
Right.
And then also the new King Kong movie has straight up we just got a bunch of a bunch of indigenous people to play the population that lives in the Hollow Earth. And they dress like they dress like a bunch of different Indian cultures smashed together, and they have headdresses and face paint, and it's almost charming to see a movie that doesn't know that they're not supposed to do that anymore. They're not supposed to do.
I think you might be confused. I don't know what you think. Who do you think is gonna play like Indians?
Well, I think that isn't the noble savage thing supposed to be dead? Isn't that entire trope supposed to be gone?
Are you fucking crazy, dude? No. Didn't you watch that new Predator?
Yeah, but that's not there's an outside culture that's coming and then is confronting
not the alien, not the Predator.
That's Predator's been killing everybody. Predator's always been killing everybody.
The Predator is an equal opportunity murderizer.
It's true, but I think that's borne out in the history of that franchise. Anyone can get it, bitch. Fucking. So we got it. I saw the new King Kong movie, and they go into a Hollow Earth, and then there's this group of. I don't know if they're Asian, if they're Pacific Islander, if they're Native American.
Generic, yeah, old world browns.
Yeah, they've got their eyes they're a little they're a little more almond shaped than a Westerner, and they wear dumb headdresses. They play games.
They play. They mill about. They mill about while things aren't fixed, and they're just like, I'll stand here for 6 hours.
They got a bunch of crystals, and the crystals let them harmonize with the elements.
That's great. Yeah.
It's adorable. It's really it's like this script.
You think they're gonna stop doing that? They're gonna make 5 more Avatar movies, brother. Come on.
Well, those are the indigenous people there are blue, so it's different.
But I mean, everything else that you mentioned is still there. That's the most crystally shit you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah,
it's more crystally than anything.
Yeah. So in this King Kong movie, first of all, it's one of the most.
That looked so bad.
It's one of the most insane movies I've ever seen. In that, who the fuck is this for it's for me. The movie's for me.
Yeah.
Because King Kong and Godzilla are presented like WWE characters.
Yeah.
Like they're straight up it's like it's gone beyond anywhere the Fast and the Furious franchise has gone. Like
Yeah,
it's
like, are they giving them just like
way
straight up
dumber.
entrance music like Wonder Woman?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, it's literally like they're straight up suplexing each other and
Yeah.
like and doing wrestling
I
moves.
did see a gif of King Kong swinging around his son and hitting monsters with a smaller gorilla.
It is awesome. It's awesome.
Is that smaller ape just a little fucker? Like, does he deserve it? Are you?
Oh, he's a bastard.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was at the. Yeah.
It's like when Twin Peaks guy was on Law and Order and he shot that kid, and everyone was like, "Yeah, it's good that he shot that kid."
I looked at Chase. I'm like, is this real?
Yeah.
Is this real? Because this movie cost $1 gajillion.
Did I make this? Yeah, and I think it made zero.
It made. I wish I could pay. I should have bought 3 tickets. I should have bought out the entire theater.
Yeah.
Because this is my kind of stupid. Because the entire movie is basically just like wrestling promos. Like it's like they have the sequence where King Kong has to level up, so he has to fight like another jobber sort of kaiju. He's like, oh, he's gotta go absorb this other kaiju's power. So he goes and has like a little sub fight leading up to WrestleMania in the center of the earth. The human plot is like completely cast aside for like 40 minutes at one point. Like they don't even and it's they just live in Quip land. Like the humans are there only to quip. Even
God,
the serious
this poster is just like them running at the camera together. It's god damn, that is so insane.
Because they're like it's really like there are 2 different movies being made. It's like they have this family drama where the scientist lady has adopted this little indigenous girl, and then they find her civilization in the Hollow Earth.
Oh, she's indigenous to Hollow Earth. Nice, great.
And then also Godzilla and King Kong are fucking absolutely broing down, like just being straight up boys. It's just it's unrecognizable. Like it doesn't look like any of the movies that have come before it in terms of. I guess we were kind of heading this way with the last one, where one of my favorite moments
where it went so far off the rails. I mean, I didn't see the second Godzilla movie, but
just like comparing this to where the Bryan Cranston Godzilla movie started to where we are now, and how quickly this transition occurred, I'm just baffled. Like I can't believe that this is the decision that they made for this movie. This is the direction that they went.
Yep.
Because even Kong Skull Island is like it's definitely got like a bit of flair. It's got some flair, but it's not like nonsense, you know. Which is there's neither. If you look at the first 2 Godzilla movies, you look at Kong Skull Island, nothing leads you to think they're going here with it. Like this neon nightmare of a movie. It's like the most gauche, disgusting, ugly. Like
I can't imagine it being like so much more extreme than the last one, but I bet it is.
Well, the last one, I think the craziest thing that happens in that movie, they fight Mechagodzilla, which is very dumb. It's very dumb.
Once they go into the Hollow Earth, and that's just ridiculous.
Well, this is like
trying to get some of that Avatar money.
The indigenous people component of this is what puts it over the top.
That's great. Yeah.
Because there's no grounding element anymore. There's no like semblance of a real human character that you can latch onto, because it's like they took tropes out of like a 50s movie and then they smacked it up against the most like absurd video game nonsense action set pieces they could possibly manufacture. But I have to admire just how ridiculously stupid it is. Like I was in the theater. I'm like, is this what people who like the Transformers movies like, is this what it's like? And I'm like, no, because the Transformers movies have the added element of being crass, which pushes them over the top into being awesome. Because they have absolutely zero sense of political correctness at all. They are just unabashedly putting ass in your face and titties in your face, and they got hanging nuts off of Transformers and shit. And that's what makes them so great, is that they're like beyond tasteless, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
But this is like a more tasteful version of that, basically. Anyway,
This is directed
so
by the guy who did the Death Note Netflix movie.
That I believe it.
Yeah,
I believe it. Wait, do you watch the trailer for New Joker?
I did. Looks kind of awesome, actually.
Yeah, it does.
I'm kind of yeah.
It's gonna be sick.
Imagine,
it's gonna be fucking
like,
awesome.
That's so. That is like you know, obviously, what's his face knows what he's doing, but man, like if it was just like, you know, more Joker, people would have turned on that shit, because it became so much of a meme that, like, you know, you can't really take it seriously now. Like if it came out again, you know, like people can look back on it, and because, you know, everyone praised it at the time, kind of protects it. But like, you know, if it was just another movie of that, it would just, everyone like would be dumping on.
I mean,
they're
really going for something here. I mean, it's awesome. The sets, dude. Look at the sets. Look at and all the work of the color. And I mean, it's gonna be bomb. It's gonna be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I mean,
it will depend on the songs they do. You know, but
you know what my big concern was?
I think
is
I
that
saw
it was
it's like more than half of the movie is gonna be music or something like that. I don't know.
The thing that scares me is that some of the setup looks a little bit like Sucker Punch. Did you get that read?
No, but now that you said that, I'm terrified. Yeah.
Because I'm like, is it gonna be like we're flashing between their reality and the heightened reality, like in Sucker Punch? Because that would
a lot
be
of slow motion, a lot of
bad news.
Are all the musical sequences like, you know, daydreams? Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, but well, if we could dodge that, we'll be okay. I went down a rabbit hole last night. I'm sorry if I'm just railroading you with all my topics right now, but
it's great.
I went down a rabbit hole last night of basically just Linkin Park in general. But I made that tweet the other day.
Deep that one goes.
Well, it's more just like I was thinking about. I made a tweet about Chester Bennington, and I was making a joke.
If only Chester Bennington were here for the eclipse.
Yeah. And then I made that because I was thinking about Chester Bennington. Thought that was funny, and then I started thinking about, like, it's probably time that there's a Chester Bennington documentary that does like some. I don't want to say image rehabilitation, because nobody looks at Chester as being like a bad guy, but more like if Chester Bennington had killed himself after Minutes to Midnight instead of after like whatever the fuck album they released, he would probably go down as like one of the major artists of the century. But because if you look at like Meteora and you look at fucking oh god, what's the other one? Hybrid Theory. You like if he had died then, he would be like a legend. Right. But because he died when he was like 41 or whatever, he was frankly really gimped by the fact that he was in a meme genre. Like new metal is like just this weird, nobody wants to like address the fact that there was probably decent music there.
Is Linkin
It's
Park
a genre.
new metal?
It's new metal for sure. Definitely Hybrid Theory at least. It's like alternative new metal. And
I guess.
But it's got rapping is the thing. It's got like rap rock.
It does. True.
So it's new metal. So like, but Chester Bennington was a really fucking talented singer. Like if you listen to that music, "Giving Up," you know that song "Giving Up"? Remember that shit?
Yes, I'm familiar.
You remember that part "Giving Up" where he holds that note forever?
Yeah, he screams. He screams, sings good. Yeah.
And really talented vocalist. So I was watching videos of people, which this is like its own cottage industry at this point, is people reacting to artists for the first time. And I was just watching a bunch of videos of people listening to quote unquote, listening to Linkin Park for the first time.
Yeah, I feel like those are.
And yeah, of course. But like the thing that's cracking me up was this guy. He's listening to I'm trying to remember which one he's listening to. I think he's listening to like In the End or something, and he's like, "Damn, this song is sad."
Yeah.
That's really deep. That's emotional. You know, it's like it's In the End, like this song that I've totally just internalized every second
Yeah,
of,
he's
and
like,
can't
"Oh,
even. I can't.
I heard this song in the pizzeria I go to."
I can't even like separate in the like the parts of In the End. Like the idea of listening to In the End and thinking about the lyrics of it is so far away from my own experience, you know?
Yeah.
So I was having fun with that, and it just got me thinking like it's I think that Chester really made a bad PR move.
By
I think he
living
put
by living for
yeah.
longer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
If he had made, you could either continue making really good music or die sooner, and you end up being like a legend, I think.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, Linkin Park will still probably have that status, but yeah, he won't as much. Maybe people will remember Linkin Park at least.
Well, I think that like he first of all, what's the part of Linkin Park people actually like? It's definitely not Mike Shinoda. Sorry, Mike. But like, you know, like they don't people aren't into Linkin Park because of the rapping. You know, they like that Chester Pennington singing, that's for sure. Um, but yeah, he's due. We need to someone needs to save his image.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, um,
Maybe you can do that. You can do that one day.
yeah, let me get Jay-Z. Remember when Jay-Z collaborated with Linkin Park? Remember that shit?
For what? Was there a song?
They had an entire album.
Oh shit.
Let's see, hold on. You remember Numb Encore?
Ah.
Collision
I know
Course, the EP.
Oh, okay. All right. Did the Linkin Park guy just not rap because he would get mogged too hard by Jay-Z?
Oh, he rapped on that shit.
Oh my God, how
Can
embarrassing.
you imagine?
Jay-Z is not even like the best rapper, but like I would not want to rap on the same songs or album as him.
He's the richest rapper.
Well, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
it's like,
He has a great voice. You know, you instantly recognize him. But you know, I can't think of like a Jay-Z verse
well,
as a non-hip hop enjoyer.
He's Jay-Z's overrated, obviously, but like but here's on the link the Collision Course, which is the name of the album, the Wikipedia page. Underneath like the information thing on the right side, they've got a quote from Mike Shinoda here. Quote from the DVD. This is its own box. This is so fun. This whole project is like fun. That's the
Great.
I gotta snip this. This is just underneath like the singles portion of that part of the Wikipedia page. So what else we got going on? Linkin Park.
The Eclipse. We were
yes.
there. We survived. I'm
Did
wearing
you
my
see
I
if Steven
Survived
came over?
2024 Eclipse shirt right now. He did. He came over. It was overcast, but it did get real dark for a few minutes. That was neat.
That is neat.
And then I drank 3 beers really fast in the middle of the day. That was nice. I enjoyed it. So yeah,
that would be a great
Eclipse.
nap time.
Excited for 2045 or whatever.
Yeah, put it on the calendar. Don't miss it.
You were in the path of whatever it's called. You were in the zone, right? The dark zone.
Every place I lived was in the path of totality, which is very odd.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, you just kind of nice 45-degree angle across the country.
Yeah, basically every person I know was experiencing it on the same day, which is great. Yeah, we had some clouds roll in. We saw about 95%, and then it became fully overcast. And then the second it was over, the clouds went away. So but it was still fucking awesome. Like just the entire world getting dark.
Steven and I, we were sitting on the deck, and I started blasting the Apocalypto soundtrack. It's just like a guy going, you know, and then there's like a helicopter flying by us, and I was like, this is awesome, you know. So
cool. Honestly, we should have an eclipse like once or twice a week, just because that seems like good napping.
It is
time.
weirder that it doesn't happen, more often. I don't really. Did I? I think I already said. Maybe I said something like this, but like there's 2 big things in the sky. You'd think they would hit each other, more often.
Well, they just don't. They just hit all over the we're just happy to be in the path of totality. The next one's in like 2025, I think, or something like that. But they have to be in Europe for that.
Yeah, there's one every like couple of years, but like usually it's over like the Pacific and a little bit of Panama, and then it'll
Zimbabwe.
be like then it'll be like really North Canada, and then it'll be like Vietnam gets this one, Southeast Asia. So it has to be.
But I feel like we don't ever hear about them. I feel like we don't ever hear about like complete like total eclipses happening on other parts of the world. It's kind of I figure you hear about it more.
Yeah, I don't know, but I think it happens pretty frequently.
Well, if there's gonna be one like next year, yeah, that's crazy. Like, that's a lot.
Yeah.
What else you got going
on? I did my taxes. That's exciting. We should talk about it for a long time.
Let's go. Yeah. Let's start. You file a W-9?
No, W-2. W-9 is what you use to get employed. W-2. Yeah. You're a contractor. So you got fucked.
I'm a 1099 boy.
Came back. No, I got a 1099 too. Everybody does this.
1099 and NEC.
Oh, okay.
Not employee compensation.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I actually had to. This is really exciting stuff. I had to file a 1099 NEC with the. I did submit one as a business owner for a contractor that I paid over $600.
Oh, wow.
I know, isn't that riveting shit? Yeah, It was awesome. I learned that you're supposed to do that in January, by the way.
Nice.
And they will fine you, I believe, $300 for a late submission on that. So for somebody that I paid $2,000, I was deliberating. I'm like, do I even file this or tell them don't even report the income? We're gonna do this completely under the table because I don't want to eat this fine. So apparently they're pretty lenient with people like the first time that they file one. Like you might get got. It seems completely arbitrary. So What else you got with taxes, dude?
Yesterday it was like I finished work, I went outside and I shoveled a pile of leaves and moved it to a different location so that it was still a pile of leaves but in a different place. And then I was like, now it's time to go inside and do my taxes for 2 hours. And I was like, God damn, being an adult fucking sucks, dude. This is the worst. That's my whole day. Is I worked, I shoveled leaves, and then I did taxes.
You don't get any sort of satisfaction out of it?
Well, I did drink after I did the taxes, so that was nice, I guess. I filed my federal taxes, accepted within 20 minutes. I got the text like they were accepted, which I think means it's done. So and it was like 9 p.m. So I was like, is there a person like even looking at these, or is it much of it is
God, no.
Is it all a black box? Do we not know exactly how they're looking at these? Like, because it has to be probably like they get accepted instantly, or it gets flagged and you're fucked for years while they.
No, you're small potatoes. The thing is for me, it's like my taxes have looked roughly the same for a few years now.
Mm-hmm.
I buy a lot of shit for my business, so I write off a lot of shit.
Yeah.
But I've written off a lot, like just a fucking shit ton, and they've never come after me. And obviously, like I could give them the receipts, but like my shit is way sketchier than yours, and I'm fine. So
yeah, true. I've always had really, really simple taxes. The only complicated thing is living in one state and working in another. I got $900 back from Georgia. Had to pay $900 to New York, so that was a wash on that one. New York, I didn't qualify for anything. I didn't make any money in New York. I paid $5,700 in property taxes. I still got to pay another $1,000 for nothing, for literally for nothing, for no reason.
Well, it's just the worst. It's the worst state. It's just the worst state.
It is.
It's one of those things that's so existential that when you try to tell people like why New York State sucks so much, you can't say it without sounding like a crazy person.
Every document is twice as long as as any other state's document. Like I remember when I was in Maine, I was looking at their fishing regulations and I was like, God damn, this is like 2 pages. New York's, if you want to know New York's fishing rules, there is a 130-page PDF you could take a look at. At least I think that much.
Yeah, it's just it's like a Kafka nightmare state. It's like
a
it's like
joke.
they went out of their way to make themselves like living like the castle or something, you know, where they're just turning you about um and again, you can't and this is felt by everybody who lives there. Like, there's nobody who lives in Western New York who's like, this is fucking awesome.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, like every single person that lives. But when you tell that to somebody who like lives out of state, you can't say it in a way that makes you seem like sane.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, it just sounds conspiratorial. It's like those fucking
Well,
downstaters in
it's
Albany.
all it's all these tiny things that like you can't remember like on the spot. So you're just like, God damn, this fucking state, and then you try to think of an example. You're just like, everything. No, it's every avenue, every corner. You know.
Yeah, New York State is mass psychosis. It is. It's just. Yeah, they do make everything the big. I mean, like the thing that I always point to is I'm like, yeah, the roads there are like 55 everywhere. You know, it's like that's like the biggest thing I can point to.
Yeah, that's a lot of states actually. I think.
Not fucking Ohio, not fucking Pennsylvania.
No, definitely not the Midwest. No. Yeah.
It's like, I mean, that's the thing I point to, and then it's like you can point to the speed limit and gun laws are the ones that come to head immediately. You know, it's like, and those make you sound crazy. It's like, well, this guy is a fucking psycho who wants to own a machine gun. You know, it's like, it's, you know, that's like
I had to get, you know, the truck I got from my dad. I had to get it registered, right? And you know, tons of, not a ton, but like multiple pieces of paperwork, obviously, whatever. But I go to the DMV, and it's $150 for me to like, you know, someone owns the car, and they're just telling the state like, hey, I gave the car to this guy. He owns the car now, and the state's like, okay. That's $150. That's $150 for zero work done on anyone's part.
Now we're gonna print you off 2 pages of paper.
Nothing has changed.
Yes. Yeah.
Like I'm looking at like what's the car registration fee in New Hampshire, for example. I'm seeing $15 per 1,000 pounds. Or
in
wait,
Texas,
that's the price of the car. So it would be like, how's that be like the same price? Maybe it's the same everywhere. I don't know.
In Texas, it's $50.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, yeah, but like. Oh shit! I was thinking about something with New York. I lost it though. I lost it.
There's a lot.
It's just
yeah.
Just a real pain in the fucking nards, bro.
It's like 50 most places. Yeah, you see what I mean? I'm not crazy.
Yeah,
but also,
it's everything. It is every part
really
of. Well, it comes from a place where you have a state that was run by the mob for like 50 years.
Yeah.
It's all about skimming. It's about skimming every single place that they possibly fucking can. It is about nickeling doming every single person that lives there. And it's like, you know, it's all meant for people that live in the city that don't understand money anyway.
Yeah.
You know, they're like, they're fucking like, I went to Manhattan and bought a bottle of wine at a bar and it was $54. It's like, you know, it's like those are the people that the taxes are made for, not somebody that lives basically in Canada. You know?
Yeah. And also I looked up, I was like, how does my tax return compare to most people? Average tax return, federal tax return, $3,000. These motherfuckers are lying. Everyone's lying apparently, except for me. Everyone's lying about everything. There's no way you're getting $3,000 back.
Are you writing off your home for business use?
Oh fuck!
You can write off a significant square footage of your home for business use.
Wait, what? Write off like in terms of what?
Your mortgage, your fucking your mortgage payments, like your like
the taxes on my
no,
payment?
You could write it off as a business expense because you work from home. You could write off your office, like the square footage of your home that is used for work, which includes your office and probably your bathroom. Like you can write that off.
So I could write off the like a portion of the property taxes, you mean?
No, a portion of what you pay on the home, the value of the home. So like let's say like your what is your monthly payment? Like what is your mortgage payment every month? Just throw a number out there.
1,800.
1,800. Let's say that you use 20% of the home for business purposes, you know? So it's like you could write off 20% of that as being a business expense.
Like the bank will write it off? Like what do you mean?
No, on your taxes.
That's what I said. I kept saying that on the taxes, and you said
no.
No,
I thought you were talking about like your property taxes. No, on your taxes that you file with the government, you should be able to write off that is business use of your home.
Oh yeah, okay. I mean, hopefully the thing I used, or no, it didn't. It didn't.
You know what? The thing is that I'm a freelancer, so I get to lie a lot more. So but I don't know if that applies to you. I don't know if that applies to like your W-2 income.
Yeah, I should try that next year. But the thing is, I work I technically work in a different state. That might complicate it. But I don't know. Yeah, that'd be a neat. That's worth trying out probably.
Well, I don't know that I don't know that the federal government cares. Like.
True. Yeah.
I was learning that so I do K1s. Oh God, we really just are talking about taxes. Holy shit. Fuck.
I was joking when I said let's talk about it for a really long time.
No, it turns out we're almost 30. So this is what we have to complain about. Happy recent birthday, by the way.
Oh yes, thank you. So old.
We're almost 30. So this is what we have to bitch about. So I have a partnership. My business is a partnership. And apparently the federal government they just pretend the partnerships exist as like individuals. Like the federal government does not even recognize partnerships as being actual institutions. Those are like the states make them up and then the federal government plays along.
Yeah.
So like that's like a wild other thing there where it's like that you can do a lot of stuff when you have a K1 because the federal government's not really going to look at the nuts and bolts of how that all works. Like you have to report a certain amount of you have to report what you make as a partnership, but there's like a couple of boxes that you get to throw expenses and shit into, so that makes things a lot muddier when you're doing your taxes. But oh my God, okay, we got to get off this topic. Holy shit. Okay. Unless you got more good tax stuff.
You're doing business in a K1. I do all my business on K2.
For real, that's real.
I'm throwing empty cans at dogs over here.
My neighbor has an Adderall prescription, and
Nice.
He wasn't taking it, so he offered me some. He's like, "Hey, you want some Adderall?"
We can both be on speed all day.
Well, I took it already. That's how I got my taxes done.
Did you enjoy having the world's smallest penis just for a brief moment?
Yeah, well, first of all, it only puts me in about the bottom 25%. Definitely not the smallest, because there's a lot off that you could take off the top before we start to get into the smallest territory. But I'll tell you what, I sat and did my taxes in complete silence for 2 hours.
Yeah,
it was just no music.
It's hard to start working, but once you start, you just you constantly are having those same thoughts of I should go get a drink of water. I should go do something in another part of the house, but you can't fucking pull yourself away from the goddamn computer, no matter how boring whatever you're doing is.
It was crazy. I did invoices. I did expenses. This is for the shoot I did in New York City.
Yeah.
I did all of I pulled together all of my receipts, laid them out on my table, scanned them, uploaded them, and then sent them to the client. And then I also sent I did my invoices. I did notes. I did
multiple
all
steps.
Of the shit.
No reprieve, no breaks.
These are the idea of doing any of these things and then even thinking about my taxes is unthinkable. But doing it all in one stretch was it was the most satisfying thing ever. Really, everybody should be given a certain allotment of amphetamines around tax season. It's this is if we're gonna make taxes this obnoxious, the least that you can do is let us do speed while we do them. Let's not pretend here. Because all the people that you're paying to do your taxes are on speed.
I know. Yeah, we gotta
level the playing field.
Yeah, for sure.
So I think that's really going on. My neighbor and I swapped bikes, which is a light version of swapping wives.
I know. Yeah, I was gonna say that sounds like a sex thing.
we fucking he was looking at my bike. He's like, "Oh man, you got a mighty nice bike frame
Yeah.
there," and I'm like, "Oh, I like your bike frame too." So he's like, "Well, I'd love to trade," and I'm like, "Sure." So he took my entire bike apart, his entire bike apart, and then swapped the frames and then put them back together. So I now have my
Huh.
neighbor's bike. I
Cool.
did that. That was under the influence of Adderall that I decided to go along with that.
Putting together a bike does sound like the type of thing you would do on Adderall.
Um, Anything else going
Happy
on?
D took Adderall for 18 years. Yeah, that's a long time. That I probably wouldn't do.
Everyone that has done like has had an Adderall prescription tells me they're like, yeah, I was on Adderall for 10 years and I never want to do it ever again. That's like a
That's such a
common
long
experience.
time. Yeah, it's like remember when you didn't drink coffee for a day and you were like, oh, this
Oh yeah.
I don't feel good.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like
Imagine
just like
like one 60% of the way to meth you're doing every single day from like your teens to your
oh
20s.
God, I wish giving it right now. No, really, they should give it to you when you turn 25. Don't give
Yeah,
it to you when you're a teenager.
your brain's all the way done.
It'll never get better.
I hate when people say that. They're like, your brain doesn't, it's like, that's not, clearly your brain is always changing or something.
Maybe yours is, dude. Mine's fucking. I'm decalcified. I'm fucking.
You're fully neuroplastic. What's it called? Yeah, neuroplastic. Full neuroplasticity.
Uh-huh. Yeah. It's all recycled. It's all like the grossest. My brain used to be like a jug, like a gallon jug of milk. And there's a little bit of crusty residue on there still.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, that's good. Now that you're off Adderall,
Wait,
you literally can no longer be depressed. Interesting.
now that I'm off, I feel like I could no longer. Wow, that's the opposite. Because I was on when I was on Adderall, I felt like I was like, oh man, I'm no longer depressed.
I probably it probably changes after decades. Probably reverses.
Life is such a joy. You know, Happy D, I am fucking so stoked for you.
He
That
is
life is a
Happy
joy.
D.
What a good what a thing to say. That is awesome. Life is such a joy.
All of
That
our
is-
all of our viewers are joy pilled. I hope. If you're not,
yeah,
if you're
really.
listening to this fucking podcast and you're not joy maxing, we're gonna have
Then
to.
I'm sorry.
We're gonna have
I'm
to
sorry,
talk. Yeah,
friends.
we have a problem here. Okay, so I want to make
I'm
sure. I want to make
fucking-
sure we root that out.
Yeah, we can get to the bottom of your issues. That's really what this show is about. Is it's a healing show.
We are licensed BetterHelp contractors. It's sort of like Uber. Like I do BetterHelp. I occasionally just log in and do some sessions with people.
Write some scripts.
Yeah,
Just playing around.
I don't know if a therapist
around.
can a therapist write you scripts. I don't think they can, but I do it anyways because I really want to help these poor people out. All these sex workers I'm talking to, these OnlyFans girls, and these guys. These stoner guys.
These guys who are paying OnlyFans girls.
Yeah,
these
yeah.
Guys
that's really our main demographic. So yeah, anyone who wants a sesh, my details are available in the description. First one's free. The other thing I wanted to mention is that we had Easter, and I made some delicious apple hand pies. And I brought them to my mom's.
Ooh,
I just wanted to mention that because they came out much better than I anticipated, and I was very proud.
Hell yeah, dude! You know what I did for Easter? Is
What's that?
I made margaritas and they had chili dogs.
Sick.
Yeah, it was.
You had
it was
a Sonic themed Easter. I hope it was a
Always.
blue margarita, and you had some nice chili dog or Miku.
Yeah, Chase, my friend Jesse, and I hung out and we watched an Andy Sidaris movie, which was like everything that you could possibly want. A Hard Ticket to Hawaii guy.
Right.
Another
yeah.
one of those. Yeah, they're all winners. Every single
Mhm.
one's a winner.
Nice.
Yeah, that shit rocked.
Well,
I don't know.
you wanna
Were
talk
you in the
about-
anime zone? Yeah.
I think it's time to get into the zone. The anime zone. Damn, that's what we should have called this podcast. That's such a good name.
No one has that.
Yeah, no, doesn't even exist. Let's move.
Can we
this over here.
start? Can we? Are there any other? Are there any other podcasts like anime podcasts that have like like a line you can call and leave a voicemail. We should start threatening people. We should start like leaving threats in anime YouTubers like voicemail boxes.
Well, I mean, they're not going to play them, like on the air. They screen,
No, but it's about to throw them off their game. It's like in the NFL when you talk shit.
just to intimidate. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's like that NFL player who like was listing off the other guy's girlfriend's phone number. Like he was like saying the digits out loud before plays and shit to get into his head. That could be us.
Yeah. We should start like kind of semi, legally actionable threatening people.
We toyed around with it one time when we were really, really drunk in the woods, and we didn't really fully commit to it the way that I think. I think we'd be in a way better place right now if we just kept threatening high-profile people.
Yeah, well, we didn't like call Ellen Powell on the phone, but yeah, I feel like
I had her number. I could have.
Yeah. Well, of course you had her number.
Well, she's in. Everyone knows that Ellen's in on it too. Like that's the thing is that Ellen's inside the box. Like if we didn't know her as well as we do, people would have probably taken that pretty seriously.
Yeah, I feel like people don't get the joke that obviously she funds, our podcast. This whole venture is her doing.
Yeah, she is the producer after all. But
keep forgetting you have a number. What was it again? I might send something. Our Google Voice number. Get ready, everybody. Is opening. I think it's expiring soon. I gotta make sure I fix that. It's 419-777-8625.
Did you see that
used to call us on our cell phone?
Do you see that hockey game that opened with all 5 players fighting? All 5 players on both teams like fighting immediately. You see that shit?
No.
One of the guys who's like a goon. He's like kind of gaining notoriety in the NHL because he's 7 foot tall and just will not stop getting into fights. And he had chicken winged a guy, which is where you throw an elbow.
Yeah.
And he got him in the chin. And in the very next game that they played, which was like 2 weeks later, so it's amazing that they kept up this intensity until at the very beginning of the game. The second the puck was dropped, they all dropped gloves and started fighting at once. Yep. It was pretty good. It's pretty awesome stuff. It's yeah, that's the shit, man.
Nice.
Yeah, I gotta find a new sport to get into. I was looking at some baseball and that was looking pretty appealing, honestly. I should go to a World Series game at some point. That would be fun.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about watching baseball, but I love going to baseball games.
Who does? Going to baseball games is the best. That's just like the most in your element you can possibly be as an American guy.
Yeah, I mean, there's no, like we've talked about this, but like in America, like as long as it's not an important game, going to a baseball game is very casual. Like you're just kind of there to chill out, eat, like it's fine. If you want extreme baseball viewership, you have to go to Japan or maybe some other country who likes baseball.
Yeah, Argentina.
Yeah, probably.
It's kind of like the blue collar version of the Kentucky Derby in a way. It's like you go there, it's a social event. You get a couple of different, it's like, we're gonna, your parents arranged a trip to the games. So you've got like
you have your tiny binoculars, and you hold them up, and then you go back to eating a giant bacon cheddar burger.
You're wearing like a 15-foot long hot dog hat. It's you're everywhere you turn, you're hitting people in the head with your comically large hot dog hat.
The camera gets on you and you're on the Jumbotron and you immediately try to make out with your sister for the goof.
Yeah, that would be pretty funny. It's like kiss cam. It's you and your mom, and you have to slip her tongue. Like if you're like, what are you gonna fucking go on the kiss cam and
visibly?
Not go for...
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And put your hand up her shirt because that's for international listeners who don't understand. Baseball games are kind of like The Purge, in that it's like an anything goes affair. It's like you can do just whatever you want, Sodom and Gomorrah, around a diamond.
Yeah. Yep.
All right, anime. Let's go.
And it's spring, everyone. There's new shows happening, and there's
the reason for the season.
Oh yeah.
The reason for the season. Japanimation.
And and the first one is one room. Atari Futsuu Tenshi Tsuki. Not the one room. The first person Kantoku character design show where the girls just sort of talk at you. This one's studio apartment, good lighting, Angel included. I get it. That's cheeky. This is a manga adaptation. Okuruto Noboru. I guess that's the studio. Oh, we have a voicemail.
Oh, well, you gotta play it.
We have a. Should I read the transcription or should I just play it out loud?
Oh, wait for the Seventh Prince show. We'll play it when that's relevant, because apparently it's about the Seventh Prince. So.
Oh, you already saw it?
No, Happy D left a message here.
Oh, I see that now.
Yeah,
Okay,
we'll
okay.
save it. Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, we'll get to it. This show, yeah, Okuruto Noboru, I guess is the studio. It's one of those angel coming down stories, living in our world. It's I gotta say, it's no Gabriel Dropout, Could use a second season of that. That's kind of what this made me think of. Is just, man, I could use some more Gabriel Dropout. Our main character is some guy. He likes to drink milk out of a coffee mug. And the character design is kind of weird. Their faces are a little oddly shaped. The angel girl, her name is Toa, which I might be insane.
This is bloomy as shit.
But I feel like that's a Hololive reference because the VTuber Toa, she's referred to as an angel. That's an in-joke. I feel like that's not a coincidence, or maybe it's some kind of pun on angel that I don't understand in Japanese. Anyways, I mean, it's bloomish, but like the fact that you messaged me thinking there was an actual problem with your video player, like this is not bloomy enough to warrant that,
This is tough to look at. This is
like a style, like this is a shot where it's like, this is more bloomy than the rest of the show because it's like a what would you call it?
It's a Doki Doki Saru fucking
yeah. There's bubbles in the background. It's like there's chimes like
I don't know. I felt like a lot of the stuff that was inside the apartment in the show looked like this. I can't focus on anything in this fucking shot, man. Like I can't. My eyes don't know what to look at here.
It's an angel. It's uncomprehendable to you. Be not afraid.
Yeah, it should be one of those.
Also, she's got big
awesome
fucking boobies. She gets naked a lot.
Now in this shot, I know what to look at.
See. They knew what they were doing.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah. Anyway, keep going.
Bionicle? I don't understand. Happy D. What is bionicle? What's the?
We've got rear butt cheek showing between the legs behind the panties.
That's
here.
referred to as ass fangs. You don't know your tags, your Gilbrew tags.
No. I've been out the game.
Ass fangs, or isn't there another word for it? I can't remember. No, I call them ass fangs. Yeah.
Can we once get a girl who's just got a clearly big fat fucking labia laden vagina? Just like
there's a boy who has that later. That's the closest.
God damn it.
I can't wait to make jokes about that big fat assed boy. But yeah, this show.
I'm pissed.
She's an angel. She's naive, right? So she's very quiet, reserved. Yeah. She almost, just like walks to a love hotel with a random old fat guy because she doesn't understand that people can be bad, and then the main character gets sick, and she feeds him porridge, and then they go shopping. This, there's not much to it. I don't know.
It's one of those shows which a term that we have coined, which is what if you had a girlfriend?
I don't remember this, but that seems like something we would say. Yeah.
What if you had a girlfriend?
I like plenty of shows where the premise is what if you had a girlfriend. Like I don't know if that's necessarily. I know
this is up your alley.
I feel like that's vague enough of a genre. Like lots of things fall into that are perfectly.
I
great,
think the first one that we had was the short stack college girl one. I think that was one of the first. That's like the first that we came to of what if you had a girlfriend. But I think it's become more specific since then. Of like you just have a girl living with you, and she's your girlfriend. Yeah, and in this case, it's an angel.
I mean, like Toradora almost falls into that. Like Nagatoro, Takagi-san. More recently, at least, those ones come to my mind.
This didn't move my needle. I also was watching it on what was like the equivalent of like a Game Boy Advance video, because my fucking TV was so fucked up for some reason. I spent most of this episode trying to get the overscanning to work properly, so I could fucking actually watch this at the proper aspect ratio. So,
And,
no, not for me.
You can see there's going to be some more girls. They got some serious same face going on here. It's just like same face. One of them's got glasses. One of them's got an eye patch. You know.
Are you telling me that the white girl, the white hair girl and the brown hair girl aren't the same girl?
I know.
But just like palette swapped.
That is a palette swap girl.
That is Peach and Daisy in Smash right there.
Yeah, I hope it's all the same girl, just in disguise, and she plays all the different characters.
Now that's a premise.
Like Medea.
That is a premise. That is good.
Yeah, just like as a side bit, like a B plot, where like all the characters are the same person.
Or like an episode where like they pretend to be all of the other girls. That'd be
funny. Yeah.
That's not bad.
One clumsy girl has to be every single character for one episode. Yeah.
Yo, start. We should have an open Google Drive that everybody can post in, like a Google Drive document that everybody is allowed to post in, where you jam out the dumbest movie ideas you possibly can, and I'll pitch them all while I'm in LA. I scheduled this meeting with this guy, with like the guys of actually getting more work, but what I'll do is I'll sabotage it for content. So I'll bring an audio recorder, I'll leave it on the table underneath my $500 steak, and then I'll just record myself pitching all of your shittiest ideas. And this one's not allowed because this one's a good idea. This is a good idea.
Right, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Oh man, I've definitely had some really good shitty ideas. I wish I had been writing them down.
Yeah. I'll have them printed out in like one big long scroll, and I'll unfurl it at the table and bring out some eyeglasses, start reading them off, and then looking up at them expectantly. You know.
Yes,
anyway,
here's my list of my anime podcast friends or ideas. My anime podcast friends ideas. Medea goes to Gaza.
How the fuck did you know I was meeting with Tyler Perry? How did you know I was meeting with Tyler Perry? What the hell?
Out. That was a good. Steven and I, when we were watching the eclipse, I was like, "What if it just doesn't happen? Like, what if they were just wrong?" And then we were like, well, that would be that's a good that's the plot of Hidden Figures 2.
Oh my god!
Like, oh fuck, sorry.
Yeah, this is the downfall. This is like the inevitable.
The dark middle chapter. Yeah.
Yeah, and the Hidden Figures
before Hidden Figures and the Flat Earth. And
Have there ever been movies that are based on a true story and then the sequel is just complete fabrication? That would be awesome. Where you have like
that's great. Yeah.
Now put that on the list. Put that on the list. I'll start come up with these shitty sequel ideas to biopics. So what have we got? We got The Imitation Game 2. We've got Hidden Figures 2. We've got Green Book 2. We've got JFK 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next is
one.
Kamiwa Game ni Ueteiru. God's Games We Play. What kind of corny ass name? Light novel, Leiden Films. There's a lady, she's trapped in ice.
It's pretty funny. That shit's pretty good. She's trapped in ice with her eyes completely open.
I mean, she's not in this screenshot, but maybe were they open in the show? I can't.
There's a shot at the beginning where like they're finding her.
Yeah.
And like this is when I think they're unfreezing her, right? So they have her at the beginning where she's frozen in ice and her eyes are just completely open. She's like, I'm trapped in ice.
Well, she doesn't seem very perturbed by it. She's like, finally, I'm free. Except she's not free yet. It's one of these worlds where everything is. This is so funny. It's one of these settings where the whole world revolves around games. You know, it's like Yu-Gi-Oh, or like Season 0 or whatever. You know, where it's just everything is decided by game. No game, no life. You know, whatever. So just the whole world's just games. Everyone's a fucking neon hype beast. There's screens everywhere showing people playing games. There's people dodging fire, whatever game that is. There's also gods. and they play games against the gods. I mean, this is they have something called reverse tag, which is so funny. I don't even know if they get into what the fuck reverse tag is.
No.
This whole concept became so absurd that I was like, even though the show is like not very interesting and looks pretty bad, I was like, dude, this is crazy. Like this whole all of these things thrown together. It's like, okay,
well, we get into oh, sorry.
It's Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything is games. The only thing that's important is games. The only thing anyone cares about is games. And then, but also there's like supernatural demigods walking around, and they also like the games. And also, if you enter into like a tournament of games against the gods, and you win 10 times before you lose 3 times, then you get like a wish or something.
You get a billion wishes. You get unlimited. We get every wish you ever wanted granted. No.
Yu-Gi-Oh! GX dub today. Now just 25 episodes of sub, and I'm done.
You're
Finally.
probably in the meat of that Bell content right now.
Fucking so good.
Yeah, no. She clarifies that if you complete this, you get unlimited wishes because no human has ever succeeded and no human ever will, except for our protagonist who. The premise is that he's like the god gamer. He's the best at gaming, but that just means that he's completely omnipotent. Is what it means. Is that he doesn't like. It's no longer playing games.
Yeah, like, it's anime logic where he just knows everything because he's the best.
Yeah, he's not like he doesn't play the game. He just is given the information necessary to win.
Yeah, he figures it out because he's wicked smart.
Yeah.
So like he has to play, a game with this ice lady, and the first game they play is like an icebreaker activity. It's like memory, but with questions about yourself. And they invent like new rules that make no sense. It's already just like complete nonsense. I've written here, the gods need to game. They're just talking about how much everyone needs to fucking game all the time.
Well, what else you got going on?
I know.
If you're immortal, like if you live forever, wouldn't you spend most of your time playing like?
I'd be playing like fucking like Civ 4. I'd be playing Factorio probably. Yeah.
SimCity 2000.
Sure.
SNES.
Something like that. Yeah. He does a lot of like really intense narration to just explain like the game of memory, which I feel like we don't really need. And then at the end, they both go and fight this giant like golem guy. This is bonkers. This is so off the. This is out of line.
This is one of those ones where they're animating it without having the script. Like there's,
they didn't get the script. They just winged it.
Yeah, they just threw together a bunch of storyboards that look like they might be from a show about games.
Fuck it. And in this scene, we'll have them play a game.
Yeah. What game? I don't know. Spin some cards in the air and we'll invent it later. Yeah. They could be playing 21. It's like it could be playing blackjack, but no, they're playing fucking. Honestly, blackjack would have made more goddamn sense because it would have been a fucking chance, and you would have had to gamble against her.
Yeah, the whole thing relies on they just know which cards are where. Like it's supposed to be harder that they're spinning through the air, so you don't know where the cards are, but they just know it anyways. Like it's just
it's nonsense.
So literally
literally have them play DDR.
let's just do Russian roulette. Fuck it. But who cares?
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Let's go. Not even thinking.
Russian roulette, but with like warheads.
They should play that game where the people take a goat and try to throw the decapitated goat into the hole.
Like chicken nuggets and one has wasabi. Throw what a goat?
Oh yeah. You ever see that shit?
What is it?
It's a game where these guys everybody's on horses, and there's a decapitated goat, and you have to grab the decapitated goat and throw it into the other team's hole. And it's like a primitive polo game, yeah. And like these guys,
they couldn't have made it simpler. They had to make it a dead goat.
They get fucked up because they'll jump off the horse at full speed
Ooh.
and slam themselves down into it to score. We'll have to watch
God
watch
damn.
it. I know I'm
Yeah.
just gonna find it and you're gonna bring it up because we're gonna
Okay.
watch this shit.
All
Keep
right.
keep talking.
No,
Keep
that was
talking,
the end of this
talky
show.
boy.
No, that was it. No, let's do that later because I want to talk about this next one.
Muzkashi, the sport that uses dead goats as the ball.
It sounds like muzakashi. It sounds like the Japanese word for hard.
Here, when I go get a drink later, you can put this on. And you can watch it.
Okay. Well, okay. It's on YouTube, so we can play it, even though there's a dead animal being flung around.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Woo! Oh, I'm so excited.
Time to get serious.
Oh my gosh. I called it. Am I the I mean, let's be honest with me. Am I the best?
Wait. You chose the most obvious one.
Was it that obvious?
You picked another one too. Because this is
No.
obvious.
I said the one I picked was I said besides this one, because this one obviously
this one's going to be good. Yes.
I said
okay, jerk yourself off all you want. Go ahead.
I mean, I was being like partially joking, like obviously I couldn't know, like it could have gone either way, and I thought it would be probably good. I mean, this is
it's awesome.
Oh,
amazing.
Holy shit. Shuumatsu train Doko train to the end of the world. Just that's my kind of title right off the bat. It even has Shuumatsu, just like Girls Last Tour. Original show, EMT Squared, directed by Tsutomu Mizushima, XXX Holic Koshi. Is that supposed to be Joshiraku? Probably. Girls in Panzer, Prison School. It's a very varied repertoire there. Series composition Michiko Yokote. We did like Princess Tutu and Genshi Ken and Mononoke and Call of the Night, which we just watched. And so much fucking shit that I gave up even writing it down. I was looking at this before it aired. I was like, this really looks right up my alley. It looks like cute girls, but like sort of semi-serious, but sort of light tone, coming of age.
There's like layers of absurdity.
Yeah. Basically just reminding me of Girls Last Tour, something like that.
I was a little concerned at the beginning. I have to say, this intro, the way it's presented is I'm like, what is this going to end up being?
Oh no, the first 10 seconds I was like, slam dunk. I was like, holy shit. No, the intro is perfect.
It's like once the guy yells at her to press the button. So set up the premise.
I mean, the premise is I can't even express how good this is. I mean, it looks good. The art style is super charming. And yeah, it's this girl going through a train station. She's like catapulted up to the top of a building.
Yes, she's whisked away by an owl mech. An owl mech scoops her with a propeller, scoops her off the ground.
I can't believe that. I can't believe this is even fucking real. And because she's the 7 millionth or 700,000th or something.
77,777th.
Okay, yeah, person going through the station. She's been. She's been chosen to do the honors of activating the country's new 7G network
with a button that says 7G.
Yeah. And they throw in these jokes about how like this company like slapped it together after being outcompeted, and it's just like. And,
they were late to the punch on 4, 5, and 6G, and this is the time that they're going to break out. They've got the bleeding edge technology. This is a big moment for them.
Yeah, and the whole time she's just like, "What? What's going on?" This whole sequence is like legitimately fucking hilarious. Like, this is every joke that I would make about 7G. They're like, he's giving this whole speech about like telepathy and harnessing the power of God.
That is where I'm in.
It's like Lucy. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah. Every person in the world is going to be interconnected. It's gonna solve all of society's problems. Press the button.
Yeah, yeah, and he gives this whole spiel with this like with this tone of like desperation because they're just like we're gonna do it. It'll work. We promise. And then everything gets fucked up.
Like really fucked
Well,
up.
you don't even know. Yeah, you don't even know how fucked up it gets. Like first, everything just gets all absurd and crazy looking, like art style wise. And it gets all wavy, and you're like, oh, everything's freaking all out. I mean, even just that this was written, like that you trust the audience with like even getting this joke, like because it's just like silly because it's just something in the air and it just makes everything go wrong. And it's this whole setup for like you can do anything with this world now. It's perfect setup. Yeah. And then they do things with this world, which we'll get to. So, and then the opening plays, and the opening's so good too. And there's amazing backgrounds. And then we go to our main, this town here after this incident, and there are talking animals now. Most people have been turned into animals. Who talk
seemingly just in this one area because other people have been turned into trees and plants and shit elsewhere.
Yeah, and that's one of the first conversations we hear, and that's like the dialogue in this show is like super. It's like this show is jam packed with like super colorful, like funny dialogue that also like does world building, and it flows really well. And it's like these two like old townies, like Japanese. Oji-san and Oba-san debating whether it's better to be an animal or a tree.
It's amazing.
Yeah. It's so fucking good, dude. It's like this show was made for me.
Well, it's a perfect setting as well.
I know.
Like, it's because like these people are they're like they've accepted their fate.
Yeah.
And they're now processing like the sort of existential problems of this existence where they're like what is our fucking purpose anymore? Well, at least we can still move around and walk and talk. That gives us a leg up on everybody else. And that's exactly the way that these people would react to this. It's exactly the silver lining that these people would find. It informs so much about like the ethos of the characters where you have them like we've all been turned into animals by something beyond our control, but it's not that bad.
What are you gonna do? Yeah.
What are you gonna do? It's like their new domestic quabbles that they have are like, well, she doesn't make the food that I like because we're different species entirely now. It's not just like we have different tastes as humans. It's like I'm a bear and she's like a vegetarian because she's a fucking herbivore. It's great.
Yeah. And it's just it's not like arbitrary like world is silly. It's like that's the whole that's the whole point, and that's just like it's set up and balanced so well. And then we get introduced to our human characters. There's this girl, and she's sort of paired up as like a foil with this almost like semi-goth, maybe just like kind of uptight in general, girl with the bob cut. And then we have the nice girl who tells them not to fight with each other, like the pleasant one. And then our main character is sort of the fiery, confident leader one. And they're sort of the main, motivation here is that one of their friends is missing. It's the girl we saw in the first scene, the one who started all of it. And they. The main girl is very dedicated to finding her, and then they end up seeing her in a newspaper, and they decide, or she decides, I guess, to go look for her. Her grandma, or the missing girl's grandma, is now a guinea pig, and they show her the newspaper, and we get this shot of this absurdly sad shot.
What a great scene.
It's like it's like hilarious because it's like a crying guinea pig, but it is also like genuinely like it's so absurdly sad.
Well, that's why it works so well.
Yeah,
is it like these are like universal things that are, even though they're being processed through this ridiculous lens, they still resonate. It's like these are still human characters, and that's where absurdist content can go off the rails. It's like when you leave behind the human element of these characters, it's like that's perfect. It's a great scene. And it's Yeah, just a banger.
Yeah, it's like somehow her being a guinea pig instead of being funny, it makes it like sadder, you know.
Well,
Uh,
it's this relic. I mean, she basically had lost hope that she would see her grandchild again. But it's
mhm.
also it's like that's her life before this transition happened. It's like her looking at everything that she had before. Because like she's stuck in this body, but she can see that her grandchild is still in her human form. Like that's I think that's where you get like the extra layer of sadness to it, or I guess in this case, like her joy, tearful, joyful tears.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah. Goddamn, look at
Uh,
this shot of this fucking mammal or mammoth on a hill.
yeah,
Uh, and
they got some extra celestial bodies there.
I know some other shit's going on. Yeah, the 7G attracted some new moons. And then there's more like funny, silly stuff. Like there's a crazy old guy who's running around like bent over the whole time, and then it turns out the girl puts a conductor hat on him, and it turns him back into a normal guy. Um, and so then, yeah, the main girl, look at her insanely haggard red panda mom. They drew this panda so fucked up. It's like, it looks old.
Been through some shit.
Yeah. Um, and yeah, then they decide to, go on this train that works now. It's Adventure Time. The main character's voice acting also is top notch. She's like super. She's doing great. I love her voice that she does. And basically, this is fucking amazing. It's one of the best first episodes maybe I've ever seen. Not since Summertime Render.
Yeah.
Have I seen a more fucking goddamn good first episode?
Summertime Render, fucking Call of Night first episode's amazing.
That's pretty good, yeah.
Those are like the ones that come to me off the top of my head. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I do like the one nitpick I guess I would have is that like it doesn't. I wish it had set them up like, deciding to leave the town more, like thinking about how they don't really have a future there. Like they do mention at one point that like probably everyone's not going to live very long because on account of their animals, but the other characters besides the main one didn't really express any desire to leave or do anything. Like at the end of the episode, they just kind of hop on the train. Usually like when you have like a coming of age adventure, it's like you have some like event where it's like Luke Skywalker, like there's nothing here for me anymore, something.
Yeah.
Which I didn't want them to kill all the animals. Yes, basic hero's journey stuff.
Joseph Campbell, hero with 1,000 faces.
Yeah.
Oh, the king's daughter.
I have to deliver this letter.
The helpful guru. Yeah. Well, yeah, great first episode.
So good. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I cannot fucking believe it.
I'm ready for some train adventures.
I'm so psyched. I'm really worried about. I hope it's not a Rolling Girls scenario where we get like if it's episodic, that's one thing, but like if it's just like you have one or even two episodes where they're just in a town and they're like, oh, in this town we we do go-karts, and then they have to like fucking go-kart for 2 episodes or like whatever the fuck, that. Hopefully it's not that.
Well, I also don't want it to be in this town we eat people. It's like fucking.
There are zombies, I think they said, right? Like.
There are zombies? I didn't catch that.
I think there are actually zombies out there. Yeah.
All right. I can't wait for the High School of the Dead crossover episode. That's going to be fucking sick.
Just the fact that the whole thing is premised on 7G, but it's like funny. Like you never see that type of humor coming out of Japan where it's not really like, actual like social critique or anything,
No.
It's like it's 7G, but it's not like a conspiracy, but it's like it is based on something that's real, but it's like it's just for funnies, like I can't think of anything similar to that. Like just that is so good.
I guess you're right. Yeah. Here. This is my. I definitely need a drink.
Oh, you're gonna get some booze.
I'm gonna need a drink for this one. So watch the goats be tortured.
Okay. Well, yeah, the goat's fine. It's no longer with us. Okay, everyone, let's watch some What's the sport called?
Next.
Oh, it's John Boy. Yeah. Buzkashi. So this is... All right. This is the highest resolution, huh? Yeah. This is a cool, crisp 1080. So what's going on here? They're all on horses.
Up on Fun Sport Friday, we got Buzkashi, Central Asian game, very popular. You play with a dead goat carcass. They say it can weigh up to 99 pounds. If you're wondering
up to 99, not 100.
Drone flying in the air, it was. If you're wondering if they have drones flying, but they're still using dead goats as the ball, they are. They very much are. You go on horseback, you take the goat, and you try to put it in this giant hole.
Oh, I think I have seen this before.
This is a very formal game. There's informal games.
Where they just like flop over.
Where there's no boundaries. Let's just gonna need to get that one in the hole. Oh my God, I'm dead. I just died.
Oh, there's just horses. There's no refs to stop it. There's just horses walking right on
nice and easy.
Dudes.
Red person puts it in the hole. Opponent falls in the hole with the goat carcass. That's a shitty way to lose. Number 5's gonna come up here and get a good block. Let number 6 take the goat, put it in the hole, score a goal. They're excited. What a sport, huh? What a wild sport. They said it originated because tribes would go steal other tribes' goats and then ride away, and then they would get chased, like, give us our goat back, and they're like, yo, that's pretty fun, all this goat stealing we do. Let's turn it into a game. This dude's got an open lane. He's got to turn this guy. Ooh.
Damn,
nice
I'd love to be
move,
Mongolian.
Turns that guy around.
You look like one.
In that giant
That's
hole.
not true.
Fun ride himself.
All right.
I love how you.
Yeah, I look like I look like the Ice Age baby.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say Mongolian?
I said Mongolian. You said
I
look
no,
Mongolian.
I meant another thing. It's it's very similar.
Oh, like Mongoloid.
That's not very nice. I'm sorry. That was mean. I didn't mean that.
That's cool.
I don't mean to use that in a way that disparages you. And also,
I
would hate to
that
use.
That was a word for Mongolian. That's fine.
I hate to use that to as a bad thing, because I'm down with the Mongoloids.
Yeah, no, I love cooking things in underground and wife stealing, wife kidnapping.
Yeah, just covering an entire.
That's Tajikistan or whatever.
Kyrgyzstan. Covering an entire animal in clay and then baking it.
Yeah.
That's like that kind of shit. Yeah. All right, let's get into this here.
Dekisokonai to Yobareta Moto Eiyuu wa Jikka kara Tsuihou Sareta Node Suki Katte ni Ikiru Koto ni Shita. The banished former hero lives as he pleases. Light novel being adapted by Dean. Dean's back. It sounds like Mongoloid behavior. It does. In a affectionate way, an appreciative way. I mean, our boy here, he's level 1. He's in a noble family, but he doesn't get any gifts from God, which means he sucks. So they kick him out.
I relate.
Of the Westfelt family, he gets reincarnated. I guess he dies. I don't fucking know. I guess he dies. He gets reincarnated. This is when I put the show to 1.5 times speed.
Oh yeah, no show has been made for the speed boost.
This is nothing. This is a 1.5 speed type of show.
The only thing that it has going for it is that it's so fucking ugly. That's the only real
unimaginably ass.
It's crazy.
Holy
also,
shit.
why she got a vagina on her shield?
That is pretty. Yeah, that's pretty vagular.
I want to hit that.
There's
shit
2
sure.
Clits. That's pretty nice. That's on
pleasure.
purpose, actually. Look at that, dude. That's
cheeky.
That's
a fun little wink at the audience there.
Yeah. Remember Pussy? Remember something way better than this show, guys?
Remember when we used to be able to draw these?
Why the hell isn't Dean doing Konosuba season 3 instead of this trash? I mean, someone's doing Konosuba season 3. Is it JC Staff. Is it them again? Anime television series. Drive is doing season 3. Dean did 1 and 2. Okay.
This looks like. It is probably the shittiest show I've seen in a couple seasons. Like, to the point where, like, characters their hands aren't lining up with the things that they're holding sometimes. And also, like at one point the hero, I think, punches or like stabs a creature and it's not lining up at all. Obviously, I wasn't paying a super ton of attention to what was going on here, but I was really just taking in. I feel like we don't see shit that looks this bad anymore. I feel like this is an anomaly. Like this is an anomaly. Like this is unusually bad looking.
Yeah, like there was that softball show that like made some great gifs because of how bad it looked. But yeah, you don't usually get
that was just unfinished.
Yeah, like this is really just like insanely generic, and almost every shot looks like, you know, outsourced.
This has some crazy perspective shit going on in it too. Oh, at the end there's like a monster that they're fighting the big bad at the end of the episode, and this monster is supposed to be like running along a wall, but because of the way the perspective of the shot is, it looks like the camera is rotated 180 degrees. It's all fucked. And that's the word. Look at these monster designs, dude. Holy
look at these things.
Fuck.
And the thing is, they're always fighting dogs in these. Why are they always fighting dogs in the fantasy shows? That's just one thing I noticed. And then look at these dogs. Look at my dogs.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, the dogs. I mean, just look at this character design. Like, what is this?
Wait, go back to the dogs. Go back to the dogs.
The dogs, yeah. These mushy rock dogs. I mean, yeah, that's a real shot.
It looks like
this is not like a really fast shot that I've stopped at like a really awkward in between. Like this is a main shot. Like they're walking up like I think pretty slowly in this cut here. Like this
is supposed to be menacing. This is
not like one frame out of a quarter second, like really fast, you know, they're running up to the screen so you don't even notice this. Like no, it holds on this. Like you see this. This is what the enemies look like.
So the one on the right and the left are the same. They just have different parts of their walk cycle. And I think that, they're just on different parts of the walk cycle. Look at the heads. They're identical. The heads and the bodies are exactly the same.
Yeah,
so they just have them on different walk cycles. I wouldn't be surprised if the one in the front is... Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the one in the front isn't just flipped or something. But yeah, this is like hideous, dude. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, this is nuts.
Literally, give me 3 months and I could do better.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say a week. I'm not gonna say a month. Give me 3 months.
Japanese people love to beat dogs. I have a lot of anecdotal evidence. Why do you have a lot?
I can't. My chat isn't updating anymore.
They love cats. You got to switch from live chat to top and then back again, probably.
Oh, good.
Yeah, YouTube's fucking weird with that. Although I guess we are getting chat messages about Japanese people beating dogs, so maybe the filter's kind of picking up on some of those.
Well, this is Can we get more? I asked for a lot of screenies. I don't know if you comply.
Like, look at this. Is this I don't even remember if this is a lady or a dude, but like either way, that this is not an appealing character design. It's like you know if this is a dude, like you got to make that exposed tummy more defined. You got to make him like swimmer, like twink core. But if it's a girl, then you got to make her like cuter. I don't like, you know, what is this? What is this? Like it's like
yeah. Oh, she gets it the worst. Her fighting shit is like the worst looking in the entire show.
Yeah.
Like
this
she's
dragon,
supposed to be like the ultimate badass.
Look at this
Give me the
goofy
dragon.
ass. Look at this fucking thing.
Bloody. It's got like ears. It's got like big dorky ears.
I mean, it's got like these big kawaii eyes, and it's just like it's got like multiple different colors of horn coming out of random fucking places. It looks so. It looks like it's supposed to be a joke, or you know.
What's the
looks like a Jack in the Box
porn website? What's the furry porn website?
Fur Affinity?
This looks like a Fur Affinity gay porn thing. Like this looks like this dude's about to take it.
This is someone's avatar on E621 or whatever.
Yeah.
What I my notes are, what the fuck? How can such a thing be real? Fuck. I've said. So that was.
Hold on, I gotta get some time codes on this video. Can you bring up the episode? Just bring up the entire thing because I want to look at some shots here.
All right, sure.
Because this is a rare specimen. Okay, I found exactly what I'm looking for. Can we go to 21:15 and just start from there and play that out?
Yeah. Yep. Okay. So we're inside the dragon's mouth here. All right. Oh wait, did I accidentally? Oh, I skipped back 5 seconds. Whatever. Yeah. Oh yeah. Look at. Yeah. Okay. So we got. Well, first we have this frame. This is supposed to be an intimidating enemy. And
it's very scary.
Yeah. I mean, he looks like, he's like bug-eyed. And then we have him like walking off a frame and he's like really low detail and he looks just sort of like miffed.
Yeah. We're not even there yet, dude.
His
We're not
head
even
is
there
so
yet. Look at
tiny.
this shit.
Insert song, very good. I forgot all this.
Look at him. Why is he running along the wall?
Yeah, why did he have to be doing that? He has like a rattlesnake tail. Oh, dude. Holy shit.
I mean, just think about everything that went wrong here. Because it looks like he's running
cool.
away. He's like running away. But then he goes back and attacks the girls.
Well,
let it play out. Let it play out.
He's getting some momentum here.
Look at this jump.
Yeah, then he comes back. Yep.
Boom.
Just lands right on him.
Look at how big his neck is now.
Yeah, look, his head's tiny everywhere. I mean, yeah, his neck is crazy in this shot.
I mean, the perspective is because he's gigantic in this shot.
Yeah,
and then in the shot where he's running along the wall, like I can't make out how fucking big he is.
Yeah.
This is worst I've seen in a long while.
Yeah, that's no good, buddy.
Yeah, like to be so bad that we notice in this fight.
I noticed at 1.5 times speed that it sucked.
Yeah, that was I was really
like
having a laugh. I was really cracking up.
Oh yeah. Is that build natty? Yeah, I don't know if that's achievable natty.
Damn.
You gotta get some DNP. That's dragon.
Nut pills.
Dragon nut powder. Yeah. Okay.
Well, great stuff.
I'll do as I please and not watch that show.
Yeah, that was Dean.
That's some classic Dean, to be fair. Yeah, they're getting back to their roots. Getting back to that Fate Stay Night fight that everyone loves.
I mean, hideous.
Really bad. Very, very bad.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I
looks nasty.
Yeah, we gotta just move on. I'm gonna lose my fucking mind here.
It's enough.
Rough, buddy.
New Spiced Wolf. Kamito Koshinro Merchant meets the Wise Wolf.
This time gay. This time but gay. It is Spice and Wolf but gay.
This time it looks like Outbreak Company. I don't know. I think that's what my brain said. I don't know if it's actually true. Yeah, it's true. I was right. Remember anybody who else remembers Outbreak Company? No one. Let's move on. It's reboot time. Spice and Wolf, it's a light novel, blah blah blah. 15 years since the last animated project. Like Spice and Wolf season 3 was like a meme when in 2012. It was like, it was like Half-Life 3. It was like it's possible, but it's just like Spice and Wolf, come on, And now here we are with a reboot by Passion, who they do a lot of ecchi. They did Interspecies Reviewers, Citrus, New Higurashi. This one, as opposed to the 2008 one, it starts off with sort of a flash forward with Hollow talking to her kid. I forget what the kid's name is. It's like Miyu or something. Whoops. And Hollow, she strokes this coffee mug very erotically. I didn't like it. I don't know why she did that. But other than that, it's the same thing.
There are a couple of changes. The girl from the village is no longer there. We instead get a boy. We have a boy now.
Okay. Oh yeah, I remember reading that the original adaptation changed that. I think she was an original character. Okay, so that's I expect this is probably more accurate to the source material. Why is my note same VAS? VAS? What was I trying to say there?
VAs.
Oh,
actors.
Yes, thank you. Thank you for deciphering my notes. Yeah, same VAs. It's really almost a shot for shot, same first episode. Except it looks rough in different ways. You know,
not always. Doesn't always look rough though. Like,
well, no, I mean, the original didn't always look rough, but like, you know, luckily we just watched the original first season of Spice and Wolf at the very, very beginning of this year, so it's kind of fresh in my mind. Especially like watching this brought me right back. And you know, we didn't think that show didn't look great, you know. But the colors here are a little washed out, man.
I don't even know if we left what we watched of Spice and Wolf thinking like this is like amazing. Like I don't like I don't. I think we kind of had a pretty.
It was surprisingly watchable for how seemingly boring and like kind of plain looking and modestly budgeted it was. You know?
Yeah, but I don't think that we were like. I don't know that I necessarily got it. Like I enjoyed Spice and Wolf, but I also don't know that I was like so. Is it just that the wolf girl is really hot and that you want to fuck her?
That's a lot of it. I gotta say that like that's I mean that's enough to carry it. You know, I mean,
well, there's a lot of sexual tension there. Like that was the thing that was moving it for me.
Yeah. I mean, I for some reason it's one of those shows where I watched that first season and I was like, I want more of this, but I don't really know why. You know, because it's just like, you know, what happened here? And I'm like, I'm not sure. I don't really know what the appeal is, but I was, you know, I did like it for some reason.
Yeah, it's a weird one where it's like, because I had heard of Spice and Wolf from the time that I was getting into anime.
It has such a reputation for what it is.
It's really had legs.
Yeah,
you know, and I think it is literally just the wolf girl is really goddamn hot, and
factor.
And the rest of the stuff, like there's some decent-ish world building going on.
That's the thing, yeah. It's like this should be, you know, considering the setting and everything, there should be like gorgeous landscapes and backgrounds and ambience and like, you know, that type of stuff. But like all my screenshots are just of this naked lady, and that's not just because like I'm a pervert.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's because like that's really all that's worth looking at in this show is like they're really only focused on the characters, right?
Really putting you into the shoes of the main character in that like you're just a guy who is a merchant in this world and your entire life is being a merchant, making deals, going from town to town to sell shit. And then you also now have this super fucking sexy wolf girl that you travel with and are probably going to fuck. That would be the only thing I would look at too. It's a bizarre piece of media. If people ask me should I watch it, I'd be like, I don't know.
You gotta be into a particular thing.
Yeah, the wolf girl's really hot.
They made her boobs too big, which I don't like. They made her boobs noticeably bigger. Hollow is supposed to have like. There's not supposed to be any droop, or they're not supposed to be big enough to sag or droop at all. They're supposed to be like perfectly.
Well, she's like a nymph.
Even though it's not, you know, official, the like in my mind canonical Hollow's actual body is the way Kawakami Rokaku draws her. I feel like he's been drawing her long enough. That's just how she canonically looks. That's how you should draw her. I think it's disrespectful to give her big old booberinos. She's a
goddess, you know, like, come on.
She's supposed to be modest, though.
Like, no, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. You can't give her crass tits. She's not a fertility goddess.
Yeah, a goddess doesn't have erotic boobs. She has tasteful, nice ones. You know?
Yeah, she's the fucking harvest god, not the pussy god.
Yeah, she's wheat, you know, she's not cattle.
Exactly.
She's not livestock.
We meet her in a later episode where we get the cowgirl who has huge tits.
Yes,
it is also sexy.
Mm-hmm.
She's got like the little tail. You get to pull on the tail. She's ooh.
Yeah. So this has this sort of more modern look where things look like kind of shinier and the colors are lighter. There's some kind of rough looking like far away CG shots. They made her way more naked. They really focus on her I feel like in the original like she was naked a lot, but like it didn't feel like she was. But in this one, like she's really just kind of hanging out, and you can tell that she's nude all the time.
Well,
so they're focusing on that.
The nudity wasn't as sexual immediately in the original Spice and Wolf.
Yeah,
if that makes sense, because she's like a goddess that is naked by just naturally. Like she's just always naked. That's her natural form, and she put clothes on to blend into the human world. Mm-hmm. Whereas this girl is showing it off, and she likes
like they're drawing knee lines on her. She got big thighs here. She got big boobs. You know, look at that pose. Like that's an erotic pose that she's doing. You know what I mean? So that's like that's a noticeable change also. And the music is probably different, but I decided not to check because I don't really care. I think it's probably different. And yeah, that's I wonder if they'll like adapt a lot more of it. Like, are they going to like go through the same like 24 episodes that whatever the other studio was and then keep going? Who knows? I don't know.
Did we see her in her full-on wolf form in the first episode of the last show?
No, they hit it. It was it was the same thing as here pretty much.
Oh, I'm saying in the first, she transforms in the first episode though.
Yep, yeah. She shows her, but it's off camera. You just see his reaction to it.
This is like verbatim.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like they explained like, or maybe it's just because I'm watching it a second time, but I feel like they explained this village's weird wolf like system here. For some reason, I got it this time. I don't know. Maybe they changed it, or maybe I just was paying more attention. But that's the only thing I notice that might have changed. But everything else is, almost exactly the same.
Yeah.
So there you go. I got more hollow picks. There you go.
Yeah, rattle them off, dude. Show me the. Oh, look at her. Look at her.
I still like her. Well,
sexy little sassy minx.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Regarding Monster, light novel by Dean. Who could have guessed already? Wow, more Dean. I can't believe there's a spin-off of the award-winning manga by Urasawa Naoki. It got the Madhouse adaptation. And did you get that joke? That's about Monster. Because Re-Monster does sound like a spin-off of... Because just like adding Re in front of something.
I saw that come up, when I just saw that title, I'm like, sequel to Monster? No. I'm like, I don't know anything about Monster.
If it were a sequel, we wouldn't be watching it.
I don't know. I know jack shit about the original Monster. So
I think I know sort of the premise. Yeah, I have no idea where I think I read the synopsis once and I was like, oh, this gets a lot sillier than I thought it did because it looks like such a serious like drama based on like the.
Is it about a dude does he like eat people or something? What's going on in there?
I thought it was like he gets a surgery. I don't know. It ends up being some crazy cult thing like end of the world and it's like supernatural. I don't know, but I guess it's good. But yeah, this is different. This is Re-Monster. And it's about a guy who gets stabbed by a lady. And he turns into a silly-looking green dude. And then they sing a song where he's ding, ding, dong like King Kong. And he's a goblin now. And he's in a goblin tribe. And all their names start with Gob. So he's like Gob Moo or something. And his friend is Gob... I don't know if they even fucking know. The
little girl's Gob me.
There's a cute Gob girl. Yes.
Yeah.
And he briefly mentions that they have rape slaves in one of their tunnels.
Yes.
That's cool. And in addition to being a goblin, he's also an RPG like isekai protagonist. So he's getting UI messages about the abilities that he's unlocking by just eating.
I like the way that this show presents that. I like the way that this show presents the days as they're passing. Like there's like a little sound effect that goes along with it. We see day 1, day 2, day 3. And then I like the way that the abilities are presented on screen. Something about that aesthetically worked for me.
All right. Okay.
I have to warn you in advance. I actually like this. I actually like this. This worked. I was into this.
You got some splaining to do. What kind of abilities do you unlock in the rape cave? Stealth.
All right, let's all right, keep going.
They hunt these like unicorn rabbits, and they kill a big pig guy, and then he does something, and he transforms into some kind of like dark elf, and him and his friend are all jacked now, and everyone gets all ripped and shredded, and then hey, guess what? They fight dogs, because that's what you do in these shows, is you fight dogs.
Look at her. not
not the pregnant
no.
rape slave, but the cute.
No.
Yes, I
Look
mean,
at her.
Yeah,
Look
like
at her.
they had to make the gobs, less
monstrous,
less more personable.
Okay, look.
Than in
rape
Goblin Slayer,
slaves,
for example.
Unnecessary. But
well,
there's something about this particular brand of self-insert fantasy that's working for me here. There's just some,
but it's every one of these is that.
No, but there's something about having your dumb friend. You got like your dumb friend who's just strong, and you're using his dumb strength to be the you're strategizing. You're teaching him how to fight. You've got your little girl that you're teaching how to fight. She's enamored with you. All of the other goblins are just like, holy fuck, you're the sickest goblin ever. The technology he's inventing is like a knife, and that's like a totally revolutionary idea to everybody in the society.
Hold on,
and
you explain all the reasons you like the show. I have to use the bathroom, and I'm gonna grab a drink. So you got like a solid 3 minutes. Just really unload on this. Just really tell everyone everything, all your thoughts, please.
Yeah. There's just like. It really does. Their dynamic starts to evolve into like a Vegeta Goku thing, where the dumb guy, like they find, so if they reach a high enough level, if they get to level 100, they turn into hobgoblins, which are more like human-like goblins. They get hair, and that once they do, the dumb buddies like, now you know what I want to do now that I'm a hobgoblin, I want to fight you. And they have like a bro fight, they have like they're throwing punches at each other, and it's stupid like shonen style, punches flying all over the place. There's just something about like usually in an isekai, when somebody comes into another world, they're like, I have this this knowledge of my other world that is useful here, and it's more complicated than just basic strategy for hunting and having a knife. And for whatever, making being able to use a crossbow, like having a society that is so stupid that they have like these hordes of weapons that they don't know how to use at all, is appealing to me. That's like the element of this particular show that worked for me, is that they're starting from like zero, like real, like caveman zero. And I feel like, a lot of societies in these shows are like, like you were dealing with like the Middle Ages, like Middle Age technology. We're not even there, and I was having fun with that. I'm having fun with the dumb sidekick character. We got the cute goblin girl. She's got a little short haircut. I'm fucking crazy about that. If the main character didn't have like stupid vampirism shit going on, this is just fucking sick. Like, this is just awesome. But yeah, it doesn't look particularly good. But again, like I said, there's something about the aesthetic to the way that they're presenting information visually. That's really all I got. It's not the best show I've ever seen in my life, but as far as like isekais, this is one that finally kind of worked for me a little bit. What else can I talk about while I wait for Declan to come back? It hailed here. There was a lot. I was out. I was having a happy hour meeting with somebody, and then at the end of the happy hour meeting, it fucking started hailing, like seriously hailing, and I have a fucking couple of dings on my new car. And I was thinking about buying. Apparently, you can get dent repair kits for about $40, and they're essentially the exact same kits. They're essentially the exact same kits that the pros use. So $40, I'm thinking, probably gonna do that.
Sorry, I'm back.
I laid out a really no. I laid out an extremely, I think, well thought out thesis as to the what makes this show so profound.
Yeah.
I think I really did a good job of exploring the depths of this program and why it stands head and shoulders above pretty much anything else in the medium.
Well, that's great. That's good.
Yep. Are we got one more?
I think we have one
God
more.
damn it.
Yeah.
All right, let me get now my turn to get a fucking drink. I'll be 2 seconds.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. As for me, I thought the show was ass. I didn't like it. It was just a bunch of fucking bullshit. Wait, what is... Hold on.
Oh, God. All right, let's do it.
Oh, okay, cool.
Motherfucker.
By the way, I forgot. Before I forget this, do you have Alka-Seltzer?
No.
You should get some. Do you know about the So here's the thing: the amount of amphetamine that you can absorb is dependent on how basic your stomach contents are. So if you
Oh my God.
take an Adderall, then if you drink an Alka-Seltzer, like 10 minutes later, you're getting a lot more out of it. Okay, a little tip for you there.
Oh, that's a pro tip.
That is a certified drug addict pro tip.
A gamer move.
Yeah, that's the most gamer move.
If you're in your 37th hour of playing CS:GO 2, and you need that extra little bit of pep in your step, Alka-Seltzer is your friend.
Yeah. Is it good to drink 2 grams of baking soda every day? I don't know. Leave me alone.
I don't know. People brush their teeth with it.
Why are you bothering me? Yeah.
Yeah. Why? Who the fuck are you to tell me how much baking soda I need to eat?
You're not my dad.
You're not my mom either.
No, neither one. Last show, Tensei Shitara, not that Tensei Shitara, Tensei Shitara Dai Nana Ouji Dattanode Kimamani Majutsu o Kiwamemasu. I was reincarnated as the 7th prince, so I can take my time perfecting my magical ability. Light novel, Tsumugi Akita Animation Lab. Okay. Do we want to listen to this important message we've received from one of our listeners?
Yeah, of course we do. I've been waiting.
This is 38 seconds. What do our
esteemed guests?
Yeah, what do our friends have to say about this 7th Prince business?
Hey guys, this is Happy D. So you're going to be talking about Tensei Shitara Dai Nanan Ouji Dattanode Kimamani Majutsu.
I'm glad we both said the whole title. Yes.
I don't know. Whatever. Topic.
Yeah.
Shotacons. I'm not one.
Okay.
It's only okay when there's a mommy involved. Putting that aside, Jesus Christ, the thighs on this kid. Okay, I'm gonna leave you with that.
I'm glad that's stored in our Google. Yeah, I'm glad we have that on a server somewhere. Yeah, all
right, let's
forgetting about all of the content of this show, the animation, the writing, the story. I'm not a fan of this young lad's fat thighs and plump ass. I don't like it. I don't like that they did
you see my notes?
Oh, I think you said, come on, man, that's just a girl. Yeah. Yeah. They even gave her a cute little butt. Come on, man. Why you gotta say it like that?
That's just a friggin' girl, dude. What the heck? What the heck?
Many such cases. Draw a girl, call it a boy. I mean,
this is bullshit. This is horseshit.
She is in like a, she's in like a schoolboy's...
look at the flare. Look at the flare on the pants and how high up they are at the fucking leg.
Have you ever seen like Rhodesian soldiers? They're wearing shorts like that. He's like
those are full-grown adult men.
He's like a Boy Scout. He's like wearing
Now I understand.
School? No,
No.
no! Come on! This is not supposed to be the takeaway you had. Oh God! No. Just
Look at it.
Come back to me. No, don't do
They
this.
know. Look at the
Don't,
hips.
No, don't go into the light.
No. Look at the hips. The hip to shoulder ratio.
Let me get
this
to the
is bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, this is like.
This is horse shit.
I mean, it's also like clearly a 10-year-old, but I think we're past that. I think we're on to more pressing matters. Yeah, I mean, this is egregious. Like, you can't do this.
No, because like just remove the upper half of the body and look at the legs and tell me in good faith they
drew a girl and called it a boy. I want to enjoy this, but like, just make it a girl. Like, come on, why did they even have to do this?
The rest of it's working just fine. The rest of the program's working just fucking fine.
I mean,
man.
This is just Mushoku Tensei, basically, but like not quite as good. But like, yeah, it looks surprisingly nice. It's like there's the animation's good. It's like it's well paced. There's fun faces. It was surprisingly enjoyable actually. But I genuinely can't get past this. I mean, they drew the thickest fucking dude I've ever seen in my god. He almost looks like a baby Medaka from Medaka Box. Who here remembers Medaka Box? I'm 29. I'm so old.
I'm not saying that I'm sexually attracted to this thing. I'm saying that I deserve the right to be able to be. And they took that from me.
You're getting tricked. You're getting bamboozled, and it's not your fault.
It's not my fault.
Yeah.
As I'm being dragged into a police car, handcuffed.
What is the charge?
Like I didn't we have another one recently that was straight up bullshit? We had another one kind of recently.
In Call of the Night, there was a trap. Yeah.
Right, just bullshit. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah,
like if you're gonna do a pretty boy, do a pretty boy. Don't just fucking because that's fine.
I feel like dudes who are just straight up gay, but still really they want really like as close to a girl as you can get. They still appreciate like the tinge of like you can tell like the Adam's apple or the voice or whatever
or the voice.
Like, this is literally just meant to trick straight dude. Like this is just like for us, just to fuck with us. Why would you do this to me?
Now, if you look at the promo art, we have a purple-haired brown girl wearing basically nothing behind our protagonist. Here's the promo.
This one, I think.
And like,
right?
It's like,
I like.
And
her.
then we got like a bunch of girls all over the place, and you can't just do us the goddamn favor of. No. But what are you getting out of this?
I know.
What
do you get off your sick? Is this where you get your sick kicks?
Qui bono here. Like who benefits from this shit?
Mm-hmm.
It's like no, because gay. I don't think gay guys want this.
Are they just trying to stir up? Yeah, they're trying to just make buzz with everyone. Like, are they trying to start a fucking debate? Because everyone's just gonna want to fuck this kid. I don't know if it's gonna work that way. We're the only two straight dudes left.
What is the reasoning behind making the thighs like this?
I know.
Like this is just like there's no legitimate reason to do this. Period. Like it must literally be only to generate buzz because this character design
it's memorable. I'll give it that.
Right, but like I'm not. And this is not like a gay panic thing, obviously, because I don't give a fuck about that. This is no,
yes.
Not for me. This is a little girl that they drew to be that they told me is a boy, and this is like no one is getting what they want here.
I think a lot of people are getting what they want, but they're fucking gross.
Yeah, this is just give me if you want to make a cute little boy, make a cute little boy. Don't give him ladies' thighs. Don't give him short stacked thighs.
Yeah.
Don't give him a big thick fat ass.
Yeah, don't give him giant rosy thighs and knee high socks.
Like this is bullshit. Like,
it's unfair. It's cheating. Just like he cheats in his sword fight, they're cheating at drawing. This is worse than using AI. This is real cheating. You're manipulating poor young men's brains.
Hold on. Maybe they're trying to make gay people
endocrine
straight.
System. Well,
Because
wouldn't they make it a girl that looks like a boy in that case?
No, because they're working their way towards boys that look like girls. Because we I'm sorry, we're working our way towards girls that look like boys.
Okay, right, yeah.
Because here we have we've got like feminine legs, which is the new novelty, I'd say. Is like the new invention of this show is we've got clearly just female legs. And obviously like an adolescent, like, you know, preteen boy upper body. We just need to take this and then turn it into clearly teenage girl upper body, still make it a boy, and then we can go full. It's just a teenage girl. You know.
Right.
I'm angry.
Yeah, I mean this. Yeah, it's
make the cute little boy that all the guys want to fuck. Go ahead. We've been making cute little girls that guys want to fuck forever. Make the cute little boy that guys want to fuck. That's fine. Don't make a cute little girl that guys want to fuck, and then also make it a girl.
Yeah. Yep. But it does look surprisingly nice. I like when he's in the ladies' bath. All the ladies like him. You know. Yeah, and then like the second half of the episode is he sneaks into this library and fights an evil book. And that's all just to show that he's very strong at magic. And then he turns the evil book into our mascot character. Overall, on its own, it wouldn't be that bad, but it's just that I cannot in good faith endorse this. Yeah, I feel that it would be irresponsible of me.
Give him regular, even just make the legs normal and I'm fine.
Well, yeah, that's mostly the problem. Of course. Or just give him some pants.
Give him pants.
Give him some nice pants.
Why is he built like the bunny from fucking Zootopia?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yep. Yeah, pretty much. Well, that's it then, I guess.
All right, only 9,000 more shows to go.
Yeah, only 40 shows this season. Pretty good. Whatever. I don't know why. Shouldn't there be less? Why do they keep making more?
Yeah, well, doesn't everyone want to go outside?
Yeah, it's warm. It's nice.
Aren't soccer is about to be in bloom? Don't we want to go out and have a romantic adventure?
Maybe, yeah.
Why are you stuck inside watching anime, you fucking loser?
It's crazy.
I'm talking to Japan.
Yeah,
I know why we're inside. You don't have any excuses over there. Maybe it's because they're all jerking off to this sexy little boy's tight ass body.
I can't stop jaking off.
We got some great shows coming up here. We got Breaking Wind. We've got
Windbreakers. Yeah,
yes,
that's a windbreaker. That's a very funny. We got Girls Band Cry.
we got Vampire Laboratory. We've got.
Oh no! You fucked something up. Control Z.
We've got the new Gape.
Yeah, I've been waiting for a sequel to Gate.
We've got Unnamed Memories.
Mm-hmm. This doesn't work if no one knows the actual titles, which they can't see. You're just saying weird words.
That's all I ever do. Nobody's ever understood a single thing that's come out of my mouth. I just spew gobbledygook until it sounds remotely, like human speech.
Oh, you're so complicated. Well,
Goblin Show wasn't that bad.
What show?
Goblin Show wasn't that bad.
Okay.
Monster, so. Not that bad.
Nothing will ever surpass Train Girl Show. Oh well.
Well, we'll see.
I'll keep watching this garbage, I suppose.
Yeah, we don't have a choice. We're here forever.
Yeah. Don't forget.
It is too late to stop.
Kai to otome to kamikakshi. What's that one again?
God.
Huh, this looks like it might be neat.
So we just have to do 10, 10,
Oh yeah,
9.
is this one like, what is this? It's not bone.
Huge tits spooky.
It's my accentai tags.
It's a good thing. So based on what Happy D
Zero.
contributed
Okay.
via the voicemail, it's a good thing he's not on the podcast because we really don't just need another one of us. But we need a guy who has
No, I would.
who is,
No, we do. We would. I actually would love a guy who's just like. We need to turn turn his mic sensitivity all the way up and just have him for every show just be going like, yeah, I like the girl with the fucking. I like the one with the glasses.
That's exactly how it would go if I left a voicemail for us. You know what? I'm gonna start leaving us voicemails. I'm gonna start
Start leaving like notes, your notes for shows so that we can re-listen to them later, so that you forget them and then we can relive them.
Yeah, because I'm never actually just going. I tried last season. I did like 2 parts I had notes for, and then after that I gave up. I'm never gonna do full notes for one of these seasons ever again.
Mm-hmm.
So like I might as well just start like fucking stream of consciousness off the top of my fucking head, leaving voicemails because it would be good to hear exactly what I thought about the little boy's legs in the moment.
yeah, live. And by the way, anybody can do that. You know, just if you wanna leave us a note about any show, that'd be funny. We could play them. Just like put the. Let's see. I don't know. If you say the name of the show like in the voicemail, it'll transcript it. And we can figure out which one it is. Remember that number is 419-777-8625. That'd be funny. That'd be good.
You know what you should do is every time you leave
opinions,
a voicemail,
do it anonymously. We won't say your number out loud unless I do it by accident.
Well, what you can do is when you send us a voicemail, you can also just transcribe it and then tweet it to us in a series of tweets, and then
you can send us a letter made of newspaper clippings where you clip out all the letters and make it into a note that you then use to transcribe your voice message.
If you want to play chess, you can do chess by mail. You could just be like, for my move, I'm going to push my queen pawn 2 spaces. And that's how you're going to open.
That's not a chess move. That's just
your queen pawn?
2 spaces in what direction?
It's an opening move.
Oh, opening.
Okay. Yeah. So let's say you want to open a game.
You can't move the queen on opening, right? Isn't there shit in front
of
it?
No, it's the queen pawn. You move the queen pawn 2 spaces.
Oh, queen pawn. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, I don't know what file that is, but what else can we do? We are starting this year. We do have a fantasy league going on. It's a $500 buy-in. No idea what sport we're gonna do. But
we haven't decided on a sport yet. But...
yeah. if you have ideas, we're taking options. Women's college basketball pretty hot this year.
Oh yeah. Bass fishing.
Yeah. Oh my god, dude. Oh fuck, that sounds awesome.
We're doing Ukraine war operations. Movements. We're taking bets on troop movements.
Really, we're not even it's not even a fantasy league so much as we will match odds with all of the major books. Yeah, basically, like predict it. The election. I mean, come on.
Oh yeah.
I think that Andrew Yang has a real chance this year. So Andrew Yang,
he's gonna save us all.
Who's the crazy lady? The crazy lady for the Green Party.
Maria something? Maria?
Yeah, whatever her name was. Yeah, she's doing great. Bob Dole.
Marianne Williamson.
Bob Dole.
Bob Dole's back.
Big year for him.
CM Punk.
George McGovern.
Yep.
Yeah. Joseph Stalin. Shocking revelation that he's still alive. He's
By
competing
God,
for the
that's
belt.
Stalin's music.
Okay. Oh my God. Yeah, dude, that mustache would kill in the ring. Honestly, all of those World War II dictators would have fucking crushed in the WWE.
Yeah, those are just wrestlers. Yeah, Churchill is like a grappler. You know,
Mussolini would have he would have been a
yeah.
great heel because his bit was so played and stupid. And like there would be like one subsection of the population that'd be like, "Yo, you don't fucking get it. He makes the trains run on time. It's awesome." You know, it's like I don't know. I don't know enough about World War II. World War I's more interesting anyway.
Is it?
Yeah. Just more from a pure misery standpoint, you know, just like from just living in sewage, you know.
That doesn't sound very interesting. That just sounds like it sucks.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say
right.
interesting? I said it was meant better to jerk off to.
Oh, okay. That makes a lot more sense. Yeah. You got Seventh Prince on one monitor and then World War One footage. You got They Shall Not Grow Old on the other.
You know,
it's time to goon.
They shall not grow old. How can we make this about being gay? How can we? I can't do it. I can't do it. But there's probably some gay shenanigans happening in the bunkers, right? You know,
probably as a goof, yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, it's like, I'm gonna cheerio, I'm gonna slip it in. Oh, it's gonna slide on.
They were doing some nut taps, probably just some funny, silly nut taps.
I did a little peeny mouthy. I played a little bit of penis mouthy here in the trench. You were sleeping. I wrapped my mouth around your cock, made you gay.
What? Yeah, you're on lookout duty, and you do a little hey, you know who won the Kentucky Derby? Charlie Horse, and then you squeeze his penis.
And then you fuck him in the ass.
No, you get court-martialed for that. You know,
Did you hear about the gay sex scene that happens in Godzilla versus King Kong? Or Godzilla Cross Kong or whatever?
I did not.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
I thought it would have made a bigger splash, but
yeah, that's revolutionary.
They're really breaking down barriers. All right, let's get out of here. Let's go watch some fails until it's time to go to sleep.
Yes. Thank you for joining us. We'll be back probably soon for part 2, talking about all these shows.
It's always a pleasure.
The only song I have brought up to go out on is this guy doing "If the Joker Could Beatbox." If the Joker could beatbox.
I want you to please pray that next episode the gay boys are regular
kept
shape
to a minimum. Yes.
Regular shape. I want a lot of them, and I want them looking normal.
We can agree, disagree, but yeah, at least not like this. Please, not like this.
No, not like this.
Yep. Okay, thank you, everybody. Take care.
Why so serious?